Hey guys, Zethion here from Langrisser C. I'm from the Guild Legion of Scorn, and today we'll be doing a match review as well as archiving footage from the Disney Apex Cup Season 2. This is a community tournament organized by zhongwei, as you can see in the browser screen. And basically it's the C version of the Summit de Langrisser, except that the format's a bit different. We start off first with a best of three, and where the participants are divided into many groups. And after the best of three is done and we have a finalist from each group, then we will go into basically round robin among the group finalists, of which there are 7 groups in total. Because there are over 100 players playing, I obviously cannot record every single match, so I'm doing it by myself. So I will try my best to record just the group finalists, the final matches for each group, and the round robin matches, all 28 of them once they get started. The group finals are just about over, as you can see from the dates involved, and we basically have 5 out of 7 matches played already, so I'm going to get started on recording these matches. I'll try to provide some basic commentary, but I'm pretty rusty at Apex because I am retired, so take it with a big bucket of salt. So in the first, okay, I'm just going to scroll through the groups. I'm sorry if this spoils the results a bit, but you can always skip to the match itself if you don't want it to be spoiled. So this is Group A. These are the results from Group A. This is Group B and C. I'm going to pause here real quick. You can see a lot of names from the C PvP scene. Dummy player means that this is a walkover for the opponent, because we didn't have enough players to completely fill up the groups. But still, more than 100 players is very, very impressive indeed. This is Group C and D. This is Group E and F. Vision and Transshallow have yet to play the game, and Kun and Excel as well from Group B. And lastly, this is Group G. Alright, so again, if you don't want to get spoiled by the groups, then you just skip ahead to the matches and try to ignore whatever you have seen. Otherwise, we're going to get started with the very first game review from Group A. Oh, I suppose this kind of spoils it. Alright, so I don't see any way around this, so maybe I'll just start from the battle report next time, like this, and I'll just pause here. Alright, so it's Gems versus Gió. Just some basic box analysis. This is very much looks like an AoE team with a lot of time heroes, but there's still a nice sprinkling of other heroes besides time heroes. On the left, hybrid AoE. Actually, they're about the same. There's more is AoE and single target as well. This one has 2 tanks. This box, Gió is playing Juggler and Estelle. Okay, so Gió is well known for playing his AoE rush box. As you can see, he's got movement enablers in the form of Imelda and Estelle. Anybody else that can increase movement and Iris, of course, with a teleport. Gems looks like he's playing more of a solid, stable tank push-ish kind of box. Okay, so first ban Juggler to enable an AoE. First ban Joshua because of the multitude of time heroes. He picks Landius. Ares and D-Lit, okay. Juggler first pick. Rian and Hiegon. Claret, so going for single target kill dog strategy. Double healer ban. He has to pick a healer, or he'll have no healers. Rachel and Rian ban. So double tank, interesting. Probably used for her mobility increase though. So healers are just left with Liana. So he has a choice of not playing the healer if he doesn't pick a healer now. Yusuke to clean up after the dog is dead. But there's Estelle, so that makes it a lot more difficult. Liana. Okay. Aeronaut? Leonhardt, interesting. P2 Leonhardt is not some. I wouldn't expect him to pick at least Aaron Rod instead. But okay. So faction buff himself, faction buff himself, faction buffs her. Single target-ish strategy. So he's got 3 strong single target attacks. Obviously dogs aren't going to get killed by any one of them with defensive terrain. But if he manages to land successive hits, that will be good. So I assume if there's a Yusuke, he'll be bringing his 3C, yes. Claret the usual, Landius the usual, Zerida faction buff, and Shadow Raid, not Alhazard. Alright. Gospel, yes, for Yusuke 3C. The usual for dog. Interesting. Teleport and Fusion Emperor. So this is more of an annoyance for gems. It's basically to restrict debuffs as much as possible. He's not really going for a kill. This is the standard build for Angelina. And Estelle, yeah, pretty standard as well. Okay. Okay, no surprise there. Definitely no surprise there. So, as with everything in Apex, you try to make the most passive moves first, so that your opponent has less to... How interesting, so aggressive. Has less to react to. Okay. Okay. Okay, he chooses to give the Meteor faction buff instead. I'm not sure if the Meteor faction buff is better actually. 10%. Yeah. The 15% damage buff from Landius is actually, I feel, is a bit better. Feel. Alright. So if Yusuke faction buffs himself, he needs 2 turns to set up. This is no surprise, of course. He's gonna try. Wow, interesting. So aggressive. It's normally not enough though. If the dog is good enough, your Claret is not gonna kill. There's no point trying. You're not gonna kill. Yeah. I mean, not no point trying. You shouldn't push the attacks up more. Okay. So this is to strip buffs, disable passives, and to see whether he can get rid of the Claret, which he probably can, because she's not guarded. Wait, let's see. So does he have a breeze? No, this is just, yeah. So +1 from instant transfer, plus another 1 from Estelle, so he can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. Okay, so it's boots +1/+1. All right, very nice. Okay, so we saw this already. Can I skip past this? I can't. Oh well. So strip buffs. Okay. So Claret is dead. I'm sure he's gonna kill Claret. He's not? Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe he wasn't confident in the kill, or he wanted to preserve his Leonhardt. Very nice. Oof. Freeze. Nobody freeze. Okay, so Yusuke is dead. Landis can't be displaced. Everyone else can be displaced. Very nice. So a major threat in the form of Yusuke is now dead. Honestly, the Claret isn't much threat if you can keep your dog on defensive terrain, of which there's plenty, and keep him healed up, of course. The only difficult part is when you run out of Triton. So buff strips wise, yep. What's this? Act again effect. Okay, so no act agains. That's an annoyance, but it was already used the first turn, so it doesn't really matter. Which is why Claret attacked on the first turn. Ooh, nasty. Very nice. Oh. Is Liana dead? It looks like she's dead. She can't move out of the fire. Yeah. So I'm wondering whether there was something else he could have done. Yeah. The previous turn, I mean. No, Liana had already moved. She could have moved here, I suppose. But he wasn't anticipating the follow-up from the dog. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So that's a dead Liana. Dog just jumped. Not gonna do much against the dog in water. Obviously P2 has won by now. Ooh, nasty. Yet more AoEs. This is gonna hit Landius pretty hard because she is a Lancer after all. Dead Liana. And the game is lost. More or less. Yep. Oof, very nice. She even moves up Estelle in range to guard for the juggler. Very nice. No guard. Huh, it's time to concede, man. Yeah, very nice game. Okay, so Gió obviously is very, very well versed at his AoE rush, and his threat range is incredible with his Estelle, Angelina, Leonhardt. That's why he picks Leonhardt, because he can actually keep up with the assault. Very nice. So Juggler's first banned. Landius is picked. Ares Deedlit. He really doesn't like Ares Deedlit. Probably because he can outrange his units. Wait. So let's go. Let's develop that a bit more. Yeah. So first turn attackers that can counter him. You need setup time. You need setup time. You don't really need setup time. But so maybe he's not that scared of Hie. So he picks Hie. Long legs. Try to outrange Gió. No faction buff, no strengthen. Ares. Oof. I'm not sure if I would have banned Angelina on the second ban. Joshua, you could debate it since he does enable a lot of his box. Angelina, however, I don't know, I would have preferred to ban Ares instead. Anyway, it is what it is. Imelda, Iris gone. Iris is picked for a healer. Some healers are going bye-bye after. Yusuke, no faction buff for your Hie. Now you have to pick a gospel. Liana and Hie gone. Okay. So gospel is picked. Bans out the infantry for his Estelle. Nice. Deedlit. Rachel. Wow. I like this box a lot better than this box. So this box is very passive. You've got two healers. You've got Rachel, who isn't really a long-range threat. So your long-range threat is basically Hie. And you kind of have to preserve Hie at all costs. If you lose your Hie early, basically that's you're gone. You need your Hie to counter too many things. The problem is one Hie can't counter Ares, Deedlit, and Zerida. So just from pick ban alone, it looks like Gió probably has got this. I mean, we know the result, but just analyzing the pick bans, unless his units are built very tanky and can survive everything that Gió can throw at him, it looks like a pick ban advantage for Gió. So because even though he doesn't have a tank, which he does have a tank, he has Estelle. Okay, he buffs up Hie first. Alright, mobility increase for everybody. Hie, one. This is his boots, no, non-boots here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So his threat range is here, here, and here. Okay. Interesting. He's getting out of Ares' way. I think that he is dead though. If the Ares chooses to go in now. Wait. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Still within range, but everyone else is not within range. So the question is your Hiei worth? Ooh, nice. Is your Hiei worth Ares? Alright, a proper faction buff. Okay, so it's not. Gió makes the value calculation. As Ares is worth more than 1 Hiei, which is probably true. Let's see how bulky the Hiei is. Not very bulky. The defense is quite low. So this guy will almost hurt. No, but okay, Wind Whisper, that's right. Sorry, so basically I forgot about Hiei's talent, which means he's more or less immune to Wind Whisper. So Hiei is in no danger of getting killed by Ares. My bad. See what I mean when I said I was rusty. Okay, so he's keeping up a gospel on here at all times. Ooh, let's see that again. So you got a breeze. This is just from Estelle. Anyone else with a breeze? Yes. Delia has a breeze as well. She can actually hit whoever she wants to hit. And Ares is Ares. Doesn't matter whether he has a breeze or not. Okay, we're just playing the waiting game. Al-Hazard, threat radius is like that. Okay. Is Yusuke transformed? No, he's not. So he's expecting the fight to be next turn if he hasn't transformed yet. Ooh. There we go. Another breeze. Alright. You gotta act again onto here. Finally something's gonna happen. Okay, Sea of Miracles. She's gonna hit. And yes. No, she's not. Gospel onto... Okay, nice. He's gonna try to kill... He has to try to kill Ares. That's the only target available to him. The most high value target anyway. Okay, AoE doesn't hit Ares, unfortunately. Let's see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just wondering why he didn't choose to do it here. Won't his Dark Dragon of the Darkness Flame hit Ares if he moves here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that seems like he's missing out on a bit of damage. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's a dead Ares. Ares is paper. Oh wow, it's not a dead Ares. How interesting. What happened? This looks like it's... Ah, right, because Leviathans are not in water. So there's no attack buff. I mean, they don't have this effect. So they're actually worse. I mean, they're actually worse than bandits or dark elves. This is probably a last rites effect though. His defense is not particularly high. Okay. Yeah, that's last rites at work for you. Wait, no, wait, but last rites was already deactivated by backstab. How interesting. So the lack in troops really does make that big of a difference. Okay. Leviathans are so bad when they're not in water. And that's why Gió is positioned as he is. So I think that's it. That's the game. Pretty much. When Hiei failed to kill Ares and got killed by Yusuke for free, that's basically the game. Everything else is too short. Legged. Okay. Everything is food for Zerida, basically. How much you want to bet that this is Zerida's threat range? Oh! He's offering up his iris. How interesting. He's trying to beat. Will you take the beat? No, he will not. Rachel or Liana. Yeah, backstab? No backstab. So probably Rachel. I wonder, is this a dead Rachel? Yes. Okay. Landis has moved already. Okay. So that was the Group A finals between Gió and Gems. Okay, next video, I'm just going to start it from the actual battle itself so that you guys won't get spoiled by the results on the hero card. But I hope you guys found that helpful, useful, entertaining. As always, it's Ethrion, signing off.